then they want to dump this and come over here and take out this low and attack this. They're rolling this over and they want to attack. They don't want to go no higher. They want to go lower. They want to go lower, not higher. They're about to come over and fill this gap. They're about to attack right now. 364, I want to know 4 comms. Should probably consider being done now. They just swept an internal, so they're likely to bounce this market still. I still don't believe it. I think it's fake. They just swept an internal. Remember what I said, before they go lower, they have to go higher. Okay. Is anyone from Discord talking, or does anyone have any concerns? I have not heard anyone talking today. I want to make sure my mic was working correctly.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Thanks so much, Sid. We appreciate that, brother. Just want to double check. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Spy just flashed it. SPX is about to reattack this gap. Man, looking at the charts, and I honestly feel tempted to try to target 2K for today. Who said you can't? But have you stacked? But have you ever stacked 7 days consistently together before and gotten a payout? Have you ever done that? Have you ever stacked? Have you ever stopped yourself? Have you ever stopped yourself ever and have stacked 7 days together, up $1,800 right now? I have nothing to say to you, Farouk. With all due respect, and you're a Discord student, I have nothing to say to you. I will say no more. You're up $1,800, and then you want to push it to the middle. Why? Why, sir? What is it within you? What is it within you that so desires self-destruction? What is it within you? They're trying to come here to the zone and they want to dump this. I told you up here that they were going to dump this and come down into the zone. And then they never even every green candle become red. They want to go
The
lower now.
desire to seek more.
Absolutely. There's an innate desire to seek more and to seek self-destruction. I asked him that question. I said, "What is it within you, sir? What is it within you? Why? Hmm. Why? Something deeper needs to be realized. They're getting ready to come over here and fill this gap for sure. I've been telling you this entire time. They're just not giving you a chance to participate. They're just dumping us down in a straight line. You're right. I think I'm gonna just go 150 for the next 4 days. Mm. How many payouts have you had this year? That's a serious question for it. That's a serious question. I'm asking you this question right here, right now. Yes. Respond now. Respond now. How many? Just send me a number. How many payouts have you had this year? How many payouts have you had this year? Send that number in the chat right now. Don't be embarrassed because we don't know you. Like you're an adult, bro. Like, dude, we don't know you. So like, if you tell me 100, I'm gonna be like, okay. 0. Greed always gets the best of me. Bang, bang. You sending that right there inside that chat shouldn't even be a figure of your imagination. There are some people to where that doesn't apply to. That should not even be a figure of your imagination. It has not worked out before. It has not worked out for you before. If the road, if the rule that you followed led you to this path, of what good use was the rule? Anton Chigurh, the #1 serial killer in history across all movies, from No Country for Old Men. If the rule that you followed led you to this path, of what good use was that rule? Of what good use was the rule of, damn, I need to make $2,000 a day in order to stack some payouts together, and you haven't gotten any payouts this year? Of what good use is that rule? You need to abandon that. That needs to be removed from your psychology, from your personal psychology. Everybody's different, of course. $1,500 for the day. I'm done. Thank you. I was down 692 to start the day. Yeah, I know. Dang, that sucks, man. But hey, at least you bounced back. Mm. Mentor is huge. Mentor is huge, and someone giving you confidence in regards to where they're going is huge. They're going to dump this, and then they're getting ready to come here to this zone. This is bearish, not bullish. They want to go lower, not higher. They're not even giving you a chance to participate. Every green candle is followed by a red candle. I told you this 20 minutes ago here. 20 minutes ago up here, I said the most dangerous thing you can do is longness. What I would not do is longness. If you are listening to my voice right, look at that, they fill this gap. If you are listening to my voice right now, they still got a dump spy down here into this zone, so we got to be watching this. If you are listening to my voice right now, so help me God. You see that alert? So help me. May he help us. I don't care what your strategy is. If I say that they're probably going somewhere, 90% of the time they're probably going to go there. So you need to at least be at like readjusting or reconsidering what it is that you're doing. So if your strategy called for, hey, trend my friend, so I long this here, like along this way here, then you got absolutely destroyed. Because why? Because they don't care about support and resistance. They don't care about pullbacks. They don't care about no trend. This shows you right here that they don't care about trend. They don't care about if they just went up in a straight line. They don't care. That is irrelevant. It is 100% irrelevant. They don't care. You think that they care because that's what the book told you. They don't care about that. They only care about coming to the zone to come fill orders. That's why they dumped this to the zone. They came into the circle. Look at that. I did not just put that circle there like that. Look at that. Look. I did not just draw that circle. That circle's been there for 25 minutes now. And look where they're at now. Look. They are literally in the exact same spot at the circle. Like literally at the exact same spot. This is not pre-recorded. You're looking at this in real time. So if your strategy calls for this, you need to try and figure out what the hell we got going on. And as to why we're trying to figure out as to why they're going where exactly we said that they're going. All right? I'm going to switch my order button now. Be on hyper alert. You've been warned. You need to be on alert for a 740 flash on QQQ and then a bounce. There's a lot of orders resting over at this 740. They might want to flash just in liquidation, dump this to the zone. Be on alert. Look at that Lululemon. Why 740? Because they're dangling this over here above 740. I still would not long this. The most dangerous thing you can do right now As of right, look at that 740 flash. The most dangerous thing that you can do right now is press this buy button. What I would not do, excuse me, what I would not do is long this. Understand that. Look at that liquidation dump through that zone just now. That's not a joke. They just flashed 740 just now, QQQ. Be on alert. Jesus. This is not a joke. If you want to safely consider long in this, what you need to do right now at this point in time is that you need to wait for a first presented. They're dumping this with reckless abandon. Every green candle is being met with red. This is immediate sell side delivery program model. They're about to come over here and flash this 364 potentially. You need to be on hyper alert. This is not a joke. This is serious. Be on alert. And they just flashed it in another liquidation heat, and they're working on this damn trend line from yesterday that I told you about. They might validate this trend line and then bounce it and then come up inside the zone. Where's Matt at? Where's Grant at? Is anybody paying attention to any volume balances that would even remotely give us a
Yeah, I'm
hint
watching them.
on as to why they will want to bounce this? They're going to give you a hint. It's just a matter of will we be able to see it? Best not to jump in front of this moving train first, though. They snap this trend line, dump this past this zone, attack this 745. I'll consider thinking that they're getting ready to bounce this. Don't jump in front of this moving train just yet. They want to dump. Remember what I told you. So, E, why haven't you took a short yet? Look. Look, they didn't give me a chance to look. Look, sir. Look. I'm not telling you how to trade, but this is what I'm saying. Look, every green candle become red. There was no bounce. I don't short into the hole no matter. Once I see the hole starting, I just don't short inside the hole. They never bounce this market not one time. They're not giving you a chance to participate. For me, at least. For you, sure. Based off of your risk management, based off how you trade. Everyone trades differently. Just because I can see where they're going doesn't mean that they give me an opportunity to trade. Why would they? Cooking accounts and making money. They're getting ready to flash to 745 next. I would not loan this.
Jumping into a 1 hour on yes.
Be on alert, Grant says. You need to be on hyper alert for a bounce. Did they snap this SPY? Hold on, what'd you say? Look at this. Look at this SPY gap. Close at 714. They just filled it just now. They're about to flash to 745 on this all damn SPY, and they're about to scare people out. They want to dump this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. The market go down in a straight line. Look. No bounce. Watch out for a 745 flash dump and then a bounce. Be on alert. You've been warned. Don't goof around with these people. It's best to be on alert. They're not giving you a chance to participate on the bounce. I mean, on the short side, when they bounce this, they're going to go. Understand what I just told you. It's dangerous to short now. You need to be closing out your short position if you're in one. They're getting ready to bounce. They're about to bounce this. I'm warning you now. I'm warning you now. So help me God, I'm warning you now. They're about to bounce this now. You've been warned. They just snapped this damn trend line now from yesterday now. They're about to bounce this. Your ass has been warned. You're sitting there goofing around with these people. They're about to bounce this. Then they give you a chance to participate. They're about to bounce to something serious, boy. They're about to bounce this. They're about to bounce. They're about to bounce this. They're about to go now. I would not short this. They're about to bounce. Be on alert. If they don't bounce it, it is simply to attack 745 spot.
Order filled.
I just pressed this long button just now, and I'm going to start to scale into a long position in the opposite direction, slightly ahead of schedule, and I'm trying to get 120 ticks to the upside off of this potential bounce. You need to watch out. You need to be on alert. I think that they're about to bounce this market on something serious. Timestamp 10:35. Best I go break even.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Trade done. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh boy. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, because I'm trying to get $200. Hold on real quick. Let me double check this. Let me double check the P&L right now. And excuse me, I'm glitched just now. I told you they were going to bounce this. You thought I was lying to you? Be on alert. It's time to wake up. Stop playing. I'm still trading
I took that trade. I took that trade with you.
That's a hell of a trade.
Yes, sir.
Let me double check this. Okay, I'm done across the. Okay, I'm done across the Apex accounts. Here we go. Right here. So the Apex accounts. Here it is right here. Let me see something. Here it is right here. So I'm up. So that was a $5,500 trade just now. I took in 10 seconds. 15, 20 seconds. We're done. And that was not the 20 Apex accounts. That was only
5,500.
Man, that was only 15 Apex accounts. I take on 3 micros, and people are sitting over here trying to goof around. I'm done for the day. I promise you.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm up 263 on all of these accounts, so I just need to register a $200 trading day. I'm done for the day. Now I'm done. One trade I take,
That is
270,
crazy,
4
bro.
micros. I just need to do this now for 5 days, and I will stop. I will do this now for 5 days, and then I'll make $35,000, which you just saw just now. What you just saw, me sitting over here goofing around. I was up till 6 a.m. in the morning last night. Didn't turn on my computer until 10:10. Sat here, goofed around, looked at this market. I told you where they were going. Once they did that gap fill, I longed it over there at that bottom, ahead of that trend line snap on the reversal, and took 120 ticks to the upside off of 3 micros on my Bullinox and 4 micros on my Apex funded accounts off of my secondary login that I'm not even using. They just sent me an email this past weekend that said, hey, you haven't been trading these accounts for like the last 2.5 weeks. You need to trade these accounts or else they're getting ready to go bad. And we're getting ready to deactivate them. So then that's why I started trading these. But these ones over here are at the payout right now. It's 3 micros and a dream. I'm trying to get you to understand. Hold on real quick. What we got? Where's this at? Here it is right here. These Apex accounts, I need to register 5 days of $200 at least. So one trade of 200, 250, whatever it is. These are consistently at the payout. Here they are right away. Here's all of the Apex accounts right over here. The
So
Bullinox
yours is
accounts,
not.
whoa.
You don't do evals. You don't do evals
At all. At all. So the moment that I quote unquote pass the account is when I get paid. So, and the Bullinox accounts, Discord can see as well. I showed it yesterday. They're at the same exact spot. So I just need to make 150 to $200, and I just need to do it for another day. Then I'm going to request $9,000 to $10,000. Then I'm going to do this for another 4 more days on this, and I'm going to request another guy 10 to 12,000 minimum, about $12,000 to $13,000 from the Apex. So I need 4 more days of doing this. And every 5 to 6 days or so, well, about 6 or 7 days total, because the Bullinox. You can do the math. This is the importance of taking base hits. Dude. I don't know who told you that, but if you're getting rich off making $1,500 to $2,000 per trade, then that's fine. That's up to you. That's fine. I can't get you to change personally. That's fine. Don't listen to what I'm telling you, because the rule that you're following has led you to salvation. You might just need to exercise better risk management. I have students inside here. I am not going to ask them to change, like Nick Trades. Nick Trades just joined here less than 3 weeks ago, and he's made $50,000 to $60,000 in cash on TPT. I mean, on TPT or Top Step, one of the two. I can't remember. It starts with a T. He has withdrawn that. He is making $10,000 a day on his cash account. That doesn't apply to him. Because that's his strategy. I'm not going to ask him to change. But I'm going to ask you to change if I ask you, if I say, hey, it's June, how many payouts have you had? And you go, well, I'm not ousting the one student that said this earlier. He was like, but if your answer is, well, zero, then we need to adjust something. You need to add consistency to what you're doing. And that's what I'm going to show. Understand that, please. Timestamp is 10:41. You taking another trade? I might. But then I need to ask myself this question as well. Why would I sit here and why would I goof around with these people for? As soon as this candle turned red, I bought. And I was out here the same minute. I'm not greedy. They want to go lower, it appears. They want to flash this 745 on the SPY, and then they bounce. They want to reattack the 745. This market is still bearish. They have not given you a first percentage. I just long this over here in hopes that because guys, listen, if I bought this over here and if they dumped this into the zone, I would have added another 3 contracts over here because I knew they were getting ready to bounce. Understand that. They left this cheese over here at the 745 because they want to dump this to the zone. This bounce was just to strum up more liquidity before they do this, and then they'll do this. It was either this or it was either this I bought here and then they did this and then they did this. One of the two. Understand what I just told you. They want to dump through this floor. Don't learn this. They're not going to go higher. They want to yeet this through 745. Then they consider bounce. I don't care what they're showing you. I think they want to dump this through this floor and go lower. Be on alert. Was that a huge fake out, E? What do you mean? Oh, you're nice. Thanks, TJ. Your name is NQ Insider for no reason. Thanks, Zay. Nah, I'm just a guy that just stands behind a computer. And I just understand liquidity, and I just understand where they're trying to go. And I'm just trying to help the students that are inside Discord that decide to take this seriously, that decide to want to understand and actually want to study and actually want to be a part of this, how to potentially navigate the landmines over here. And I can only show you specifically what I do. I can't tell you what to do. I can't force you to do things. Hold on real quick.
Look at that imbalance on the Qs.
I'm about to look right now.
$15.
Wow, I'm about to look right now. I can't force you what to do, but I can tell you one thing's for certain. If your strategy says buy it right over here because this looks like support, don't do that. Just maybe wait till they flash the 745 and then dump it through this floor, and then maybe get just get a slightly better entry. But maybe it invalidates what you were looking at. Look at that. Look. Was there any question they were going to flash us through 745 in my brain? Absolutely not. I told you don't do that, and they dumped it through 745. You would not have seen this. Hold on, where's the amounts at? Look at that. They're going to come back for this later. You would not have seen this if you did not look at SPY. So you're sitting over here trading this ES, probably looking at this like, dang, we just swept this internal. We tap into a 1-5-5 in a 15-minute busy. About time to bounce, huh? Let me alone. And you not paying attention to SPY is dangling a 745 flash. This market is only trying to go to a spot where it can fill orders. That's all it's trying to do. And it's doing it across every single asset. It's doing across all of the assets on S&P 500 and NASDAQ. You need to be paying attention to those. What you need to be paying attention to is QQQ, NQ. Obviously, well, NQ and ES is what you're trading, period. If you're trading, well, no, that's not true. I trade MNQ. I don't trade NQ. Ha. You might think, okay, you got a lot to learn. Study up on that knowledge center. If you're trading NQ, you're trading ES. If you're trading ES, you're trading NQ. They're working in tandem. But you need to be paying attention to what QQQ, SPY, and SPX are doing because it can tip their hand in regards to what they want to do. I could not have foreseen that they was going to go to 745 on this damn spot. I could only foresee that they was going to come over and fill this gap 20 minutes before they did, and I told you. And I said, don't long this up inside the zone. They're getting ready to pair with this damn trend line and yeet this to this floor. Don't do that. That's all that I can see, you know. Be on alert.
You see the imbalance?
Yeah, I see that. That's huge. They're about to come back for that in a minute. This robot that's walking around my house is annoying. You taking another? Are you taking out the trade? Not in these accounts. I'm not. They're getting ready to come into the zone. This is bullish. Don't short this. Close to 17. High at 02. This is a 15-point volume balance after a liquidity sweep, and the flash is 745. They're about to bounce and they're about to come up inside the zone. Do not short this. They're going to come into the zone. Don't do no shit like that. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not going to take any more trades on these accounts right over here. I'm getting ready to log off of these. I'm getting ready to log out of these damn Apex accounts. Don't do nothing like that. They want to bounce this and they want to come there. They're going to come into that zone. That's a 15-point volume balance at the bottom of a liquidity sweep. They're getting ready to liquidate that through that zone and come there to that and come fill that right now. They're about to do that literally right now. They're about to do it right now. Don't short this. Don't do no shit like that. I would not. They're about to go right now. Let me disconnect this Apex account. They're about to squeeze this to go higher. I would not short this. That is the last thing I would do. Be on alert. That's what you need to be. Hold on real quick. Let me, guys, I'm disconnecting my accounts. Hold on. Be on alert. Watch out. Disconnect rhythmic. They're about to come into that zone. Watch. Watch how they devise a way in a god body counter to come into that zone now. You've been warned. Watch out. Disconnect. The bullet knives. No more bullet knives trading. Watch out. Disconnect that. Guys, I'm going to switch to my other Apex login right now, but I got to change my IP address so that the connection might be unstable. Give me a second. Hold on real quick, because I got to write this down. Hold on. real quick, guys. I'm ready to switch over to my other Apex account so I can play that volume balance. Just give me a second. I have to write down the IP addresses. Oh, as a matter of fact, I don't need to write it down. I can just take a photo of it. How old am I? I could just take a photo of it so that I can see. My IP address needs to change. This is Robocon, excuse me. Be on alert. Okay, so it changed. They're about to bounce this. They're devising a way right now on how they want to bounce this. I'm trying to tell you right now, don't short this. Don't be confused now. Don't get that shit confused. They're about to bounce this now. I'm trying to tell you, I would not short this. Timestamp 1050 macro is on. Be on alert. You need to wait for a first presenter to be safe. You need to pair a volume balance with a clear drawn liquidity. It's like the lesson that I gave last night in yesterday's class. You can't just blindly trade volume balances. Just because you see them doesn't mean that you should blindly trade them. It's a highly advanced method of trading. It needs to be paired with like a trend line or something. They're about to go there right now. They're not going to let you participate. They're gearing to bounce this up, and they're gearing to bounce this up, and you're trying to short this. Dump. They're not trying to dump. They're trying to bounce this. Watch. They're getting ready to come here to the zone. They're trying to come there to that zone, bro. Don't goof around with these people. I gotta check my log real quick. Hold
ES is trying to dump ski, but NQ wants to go up.
I'm about to check right now. I'm checking my log right now so that I can make sure that I don't do anything foolish like compromise my accounts with Apex. I'm just making sure right now that my IP addresses are different. They want to go lower. Look at that dump. Fucking around. They want to go lower, boy. They don't want to go no higher. They're going to come back for that volume balance. Watch. And I'm going to play it. Hold on. Give me a second. Discord can see my whole screen. I'm not goofing around. Discord can see my whole screen. I'm trying to make sure this connection is straight. Why so? Because they'll ban both of my logins if I don't do this. Be on alert. Primary connection connected. higher. Dump. Absolutely. This is bearish. What the hell they got going on with this market? That's strange. Nvidia turned red. Best to be on alert.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Make sure this trade copy works.
Order canceled.
That looked like it would. That looked like it would have done it. That seriously looked like it would scare everybody out. Look at this LR they got going on here. Timestamp 1056. Look at that. I would not long this. I mean, I would not short this. So my God.
They made a 16 at the bottom of that, but filled half of it. So they're definitely trying to go higher.
Close of 89. Well, yeah. Low at 94. That's a 5. Barely enough to pay attention to. I think I think these people are getting ready to bounce this down market. I'm being dead serious. Guidance, please. I wish I know about coins. I feel so foolish. Saying about coins, this is the NASDAQ 100. That's trading like a meme coin. This is the NASDAQ 100, the top 100 tech stocks in the industry. We're trading NQ futures.
SPY leaving a weird gap right now.
Boy, they about to come up here to the zone, boy, and we sitting there goofing around. You need to watch out for that. That's dangerous. Did you see how they just ate up that whole candle just now? You need to be waiting for, oh shoot, that's the first presenter right there at the bottom.
You're the first presented on SPY with the gap.
Boy, they about to come up here to the zone and fill this 15-point volume balance, boy. I'm trying to tell you this right here is where they're getting ready to come to. This is bullish. I told you don't be shorting this. This right here look like this would have did it. I would not short this. That is the last thing that I would do. That is what I
11
would
o'clock
not
candle
do.
open's going to shoot it.
You said what?
That 11 o'clock candle open might shoot it.
Yes. 100%. That is exactly what I am thinking. Zero deviation. We need to see how this next 10 seconds goes.
I think they're coming back.
Boy, they're about to squeeze this to go higher.
They reduced the one on SPY, Cole.
To a what? They just gave you a first presented.
Yeah.
They're
definitely still, I mean, they still
not
got
here to
some
goof
reason to
around.
like
I'm
come
looking
back,
for
but
a red candle dump.
I can't imagine a world where they
They're
don't.
about to
I mean,
come
I
up
guess
here to the zone, boy. Here. They're about to go right now. They didn't give you a chance to participate to the downside. They might not do it to the upside. Or when they go, you're going to be confused. This is bullish. I'm just not going to chase the top of this move like this.
Man, trading with a 5-month-old in your hands is not easy.
You said what?
Trading with a 5-month-old in your other arm is not the way to go.
Right.
Matt out here trying to nerf himself, bro.
Man, the wife just walked out of the door, and I'm like, man, I'm not getting up from the computer till that volume balance is filled.
Wow. I think these people are about to come up here to the zone and then attack this VWAP. I think this is bullish, not bearish. I think they want to go higher, not lower. This is bullish and not bearish. They want to go higher and not lower. This is bullish off the goddamn chain, boy.
Bro, they gave you What?
I can clearly see that they're trying to come up here and pop this high here. And then I'll attack this VWAP. This is when I would use VWAP. Look at that hourly candle open push that Matt was talking about.
Yeah, that hourly open was crazy.
Yeah, and it just like barely sniffed one of the first presented.
Will
the
they
first
let me
ones,
participate in
and
this
then
by
got up.
dumping this? Or will they just go up in a straight line without me? Again, they're about to go now. They're getting ready to make me experience FOMO and press this buy button. They want to go higher, not lower.
See how they react to the 15.
They're about to squeeze this to go higher right now, bro. I'm being dead serious. They're just not letting they're going to come here and fill this now. A pullback would be a gift to go higher. They don't want to go no lower. They want to go higher. They're dangling a 15 above your head and this VWAP flash. You now have a 15-point volume balance paired with VWAP. I would not short this. Oh my God. They're getting ready to come into the zone. Timestamp 11:01. They're about to squeeze this past the zone. I need them to give me one red candle so I can long this. One. One serious red candle so I can long this. They don't even want to do that. They're not even going to do that.
Yeah, they kind of flip the
They're
market.
not even going to give you one serious red candle so you can long this. They're not even going to consider. They want to go now. This is ridiculous, bro. But I am still going to wait. I am not going to chase this. Why? Because if I chase this, I could still get hurt. Why? Because they could give me a 300 tick dump candle and then go higher still in one liquidation sweep. They just bounced this market 500 ticks. Why would I chase that to try and get 100? That's poor risk to reward. I need a pullback knowing that they're getting ready to go to a location. I know chase. They're about to squeeze this, boy. They want to go higher now. They've made their decision. They don't want to go no lower. You've been warned. Don't short this. They want to go higher, not lower. They made their decision. They don't give a damn about nothing. They want to come here to the zone to fill this 15-point volume balance up here. But they're about to go now. If they give you a pullback, that is God's gift to the world.
They might based off how they're
They're
reacting
about
to
to
this
squeeze
15.
this right now, boy. Huh?
They might give us a pullback based on how they're reacting to the 15
Yeah.
right now.
That would be a gift. That right now at this point, let me delete all of these imbalances here. That would be a gift. I'm watching this on my other screen, okay? I'm watching the QQQ on my other screen because obviously it's moving simultaneously with the NQ. I'm watching it in my peripheral as I mark out these bissies. They want to squeeze this to go higher, but they might stop people out on a dump and give you the chance to enter with that volume balance target above head and that liquidity and that VWAP as a target. Be on alert. Screw what we saying. Screw what we saying. You need to be paying attention to what's going on. Watch out. One red candle they gave. And then one red candle they gave, and they've just gone sideways. That's not no pullback. That's just one red candle and sideways action. That's not a pullback. Don't believe that. That's just not a pullback. They're getting ready to squeeze us to go higher, boy. They're about to burst us through this damn high and go without us. I need at least
If
a
they
200 take down. I'm not
if
going
they
to.
decide to keep the structure,
Boy, they're
they
about to go
can
right
literally
now,
take
boy.
this as high as they can and never bring it back.
Man, Chilo, they're about to go now. Chilo, they're about to go now. Chilo, do you think
They
that we should
dance
wait?
and wait.
Do you think that we
I
should
think
wait?
we should. I think we should wait or just scramble the trade because the idea of them just straight shoot this up is 60%, but
Okay.
a one red candle, it has to be at least like 20, 30 points. I would
Right.
consider that as a pullback.
Right.
If it's like just a small, yeah, I would not trust that.
Right.
I mean, we're at 20, 30 points right now.
And Q also hasn't tapped into that
Order.
15.
Order filled.
I just pressed this long button on 3 contracts, and I'm going to start to scale into this potential bounce as of right now. I'm getting ready to start scaling into this potential reversal as of right now. If they dump this, I'm going to continuously add more. This right over here was somewhat of a decent dump and somewhat of a decent pullback. Somewhat.
I was thinking like 613, but 625 looks
Mm-hmm.
good.
Exactly. Timestamp 11:06. I'm not going to add anything more to this trade. They're getting ready to start tapping into this last BISI. I want to see how this market reacts before I do anything going forward. I'm catching a falling knife. Be on alert. I'll be
I
right
think they
back.
were
I gotta grab
bouncing
some
because
water.
Spy left that gap.
Be on alert. I'm gonna set an alert right over here because I'm gonna step away from my desk. So like if this flashes, I'll know so that I can potentially re-enter and add 3 more contracts.
Yeah, I think there's a
I'll be right back.
tiny volume imbalance on the Qs on the 1056 candle to the 1057 candle.
10, on the volume on what? On the Qs, 1056. To the 10, you said volume balance on the Qs, so what?
Yeah, it's super tiny though because they've already eaten into it. So I mean, it's probably a nothing, but
Close
I
at
see it on
53.
there. 1056 to 1057 candle.
Nah, that's not one. That's not one because the low of this candle is 54 and it closed at 53. There is no.
It's the spa one. That's the spa
There-
one I'm talking about. I think they tried to.
There's
It's
no
not as
difference
like shown
between
on
those.
QQQ.
They want
It's
to
on
go
spa
higher
though.
and they want to go higher and they want to come up inside this zone. Be on alert. I'm getting ready to.
Careful, they just left an 8.
You need to double check that. What? There's left an 8 just now.
Yeah,
I still
they
think they're
got
ready to go
reason.
higher to that 15. So I'll be right
Like,
back. I'm gonna step away from my desk. That target on that trade is 200 ticks away. I'll be right back. I'm back. You said be careful. They left for 8. Let me double check this. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to come back for right now. They're going to come back for this 0. You need to double check your chart. Like you need to double check your chart, and you need to see exactly what this is so that we can line this up. So I ran a class yesterday, and yesterday's class just for you, but you need to double check this. Like you need to go right now to the QQQ, and you need to see if you need to see if there's a gap right over here.
QQQ and SPY about to give you a good opportunity for
They're
that
getting ready
same
to
long.
dump this and come fill that 8. They just filled that 8 that the code alerted us to just now. You need to watch out. I think this is serious. I think they're about to squeeze us to go higher. I've been back testing everything I learned in your group along with order flow. The results are unreal. Really, Top Stepper? I appreciate that, man. Yeah, absolutely. Everything that you need in order for you to succeed is here. It's just a matter of how serious people are and whether or not that you can find something that makes sense to in your brain. Because I can't tell you how to trade, but I can tell you specifically where I think they're ready to go. I think they want to go higher, not lower. I think that they're goofing around. I think they want to go higher, not lower. I think they're trying to come up here and flash as high. That's what my brain telling me. My brain's telling me that they got business up here with this volume imbalance up here with this 15. That's what my brain's telling me right now. And my brain's telling me not to goof around with them and to go break even.
Order submitted.
Damn. I'm going to remove the stop.
Order canceled.
No, I want to keep the stop.
Order submitted.
Why am I going to keep the stop? Because if they dump this, I can get a slightly better entry. Why would I want to turn a trade negative potentially? Not worth it. Don't be greedy. I think they're ready to come up into the zone, so my God. I think they're ready to pop this high over here. Trump could come on and say anything, so I gotta have that there. Trump could say anything and I could lose. Or Iran could come out. It's right around that time where they like to do weird things. Best to be on alert with these people. I don't trust them. They could do anything right now in this reality. Floating down all of this damn money.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like this trade is a struggle trade, and y'all should go break even.
Yes, 100%. This is dangerous. This is dangerous right now with what they're doing. I think they're about to squeeze this past this goddamn high. That's what my brain's telling me right now. If they dump this past the zone, I'm going to add more into the zone.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just being like overly picky.
They just stopped their trade out break even, but they, look, listen, they just stopped their trade out break even, but look what the hell they just left. Close of 08, high close of 38, high of what? 77. What the hell is that? Is that a 23-point volume balance? Are you kidding me? I'm going to go 5 contracts.
Order filled.
I'm going to buy 5 contracts, and I'm still going to target this high up here.
Order canceled.
I added more size onto this trade. I got to watch this. That's a 23-point volume balance pair with an 18 above head. If they dump this, I'm willing. If they dump this, I'm willing to goof around with this. That's a 23-point volume balance just now that I'm seeing right now. I added more size onto this trade with that volume balance right there just now. Understand what I just told you? You need to watch out.
Order submitted.
Look at that. Jesus Christ. They ate up that entire move just now. This is a dangerous environment.
Order
Holy
filled.
shit.
Order canceled.
Another break even. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. This is a dangerous environment to be goofing around in. They want to go lower. Boy, this is dangerous.
Man, it seems like Spot wants to tag that little gap so
I'm going to add another
bad,
3.
bro.
Order submitted.
I'm going to buy another 3 contracts with this in mind, and I'm going to be willing to scale into this. This environment is very dangerous in regards to what they're doing, okay? So I had to reduce my size on this. If they come a little bit lower, I'm going to add another 3 onto this, okay? So I'm playing this 23-point volume balance with a 15 above head right now, but I got to scale into this with how dangerous this environment is.
They
This is
reduced it
dangerous.
to an 18, I think.
It's still a 23 because so technically speaking it's still a 23 right over here. It's still a 23. Why? Because this candle closed over here with this 23. They came up here and they're trying to attack it right now. So it's still a 23 up here inside the zone. How many ticks is this from here to here? That's about 80 to 90 to 100 ticks. Candle closes up here inside the zone. This is 102 ticks to the upside on this trade with this 23-point volume balance. I'm going to add more into this trade right now.
Order submitted.
I added more into this trade, and I'm going to try and target this high still. I'm in 6 contracts. I'm trying to target this high over here past the zone. I'm in 6 contracts trying to target this 23-point volume balance still. I'm playing this multiple ways now. Understand that. I added a little bit more size into this, and I'm making this trade a little bit more dangerous than it needs to be. Because of my size, I need to really be out over here past the zone. Understand that. I need to be out at 651 because of the size that I'm in. Watch out. Look at that. Jesus Christ.
Order filled.
Trade done, 6 contracts, $200 trading day across 20 accounts. How much money was that? What's 200 times 20? 200 times 20. $4,000 I rinse. They want to
Yeah, I
go
need to
higher,
hear
not
one.
lower. They just feel this volume balance just now. You need to pay attention in regards to what we're talking about. This was a 23-point volume balance. They weren't trying to go lower. I understand there's a 15 here. We can still play this multiple times. They decided to take me out of break even. They're goofing around. I can't explain whenever they decide to come up here inside the zone. I can't explain that. No, Abdullah, nope.
You heard me?
What'd you say?
I said I need you to give us a
Lord Jesus. I got that from Deion Sanders. Too much risk right now. CFCs. I saw a 23-point volume balance. It's the largest one that I saw in 3 weeks, in 3 or 4 weeks. I was not going to let that slide. Now they want to dump. You see how they came up and they filled us to the tick and then they started dumping it? I needed to have been out up here. You see that? I needed to have been out up here. I can see where they're going. I'm just trying to tell you now. That's why I doubled the size on that. I paired that 23 with this 15 because I didn't think they was going to leave this on field like this, but I got it up here at the top. Now, I can still choose to rinse this if I want to. Trust me, they did not forget about this 15 here. They did not forget about this 15. They did not. They stopped me out multiple times at break even. Then when they created this, I doubled the size on 5, got break even on 5. Then I added 3 over here, and I was willing to scale in because I figured they were getting ready to come up inside this. Once they started goofing around and going sideways, I doubled the size on 6 to then target this volume balance fill over here. And that volume balance fill from where I bought at here initially, and then here as well to the top of this was 120 ticks, which is what I'm trying to get anyway. That's all that I'm trying to get anyway. I'm just being for real with you. I'm being 100% real with you. So this is considered a trading day for me across the board with the Apex accounts. You need to be on hyper alert. It's 50-50 right now. Yeah, that is true. That's why I'm not pressing this button right now. They want to dump to go lower, not higher. Yo, that looks like the 50% retracement from last night. Push up. Bounce up around 50. SPX 70507 and bounce. What? Yeah, but that's small though. I think they still want to bounce this, and I think they're just goofing around trying to stop people out. And I think they're tapping into this. They're finally tapping into this first presenter. I think they're about to come up inside the zone.
Finally got my entry, bro.
I seriously think they're goofing around. I think they're about to go higher. If they come up inside the zone, I'm going to re-rinse this 15-point volume balance play. This exact same trade. I think they're ready to come up inside the zone. I think they're goofing around. Timestamp 11:20. I've been back tested everything I learned. Okay, I already read that. I blew my account. Can I blame you? Full port. I blew my account. Can I blame you? Absolutely, you can. I'm being serious, SGJ. Yes, you can. Blame me. I'm not joking. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. I'll be the fall guy. You can blame me. I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure how that's gonna. I'm not sure what that's gonna do for you. You can blame me. I got no issues with that. I promise. Because you full ported. If that's what you did, or if you were joking, I'm unsure. But if you're serious, yeah, blame me. They about to come up here to the zone. I'm making too much money. Can I blame you? No, don't blame me. Actually, in that scenario, no, don't blame me. Keep the credit for yourself, Fire. Who's inside Discord? You made the money. Everybody, we all need a villain. I don't want to be your villain, but if you want to blame me for your shortcomings, then that's fine. We all eating today. Alan says, I lied. Whoops, another 200 to take to the upside. I think that you're done for the day, huh? Net daily P&L, $900. I think that you're done for the day, huh? What's that? Is that an eval or is that a funded account? Is that an eval or a funded, Alan? What is that? That's an eval or a funded. I'm done. I'm done. If I do anything else, get rid of me from Discord. You should. Is that an eval or a funded? Funded? Yeah, now you're done. 100%. Facts. On the funded. Done for the day. You're done. Good trade, Alan. They about to come up here to this 15-point volume. Guys, listen. Stop. Everything that we've done today has been a banger. We've called out the gap fill. We said that we're getting ready to dump it. We said that we're getting ready to long it. We timed it perfectly. X, Y, and Z. If you're green on today, don't so help me God, don't trade anymore. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're done. I'm not talking about Alan. I'm talking about whoever you are. And Alan knows he's done. You don't know you're done because I haven't been speaking to you. You're done if you're green on the day. You're liable to open yourself up to get hurt right now. They're going sideways and they're basing this, and we don't know what they're getting ready to do. They could come out with an insane geopolitical news event right now and then dump this market or squeeze this market, and then you'll give up all your profits or you'll start to spiral. This, I think, once they do this, I think that this is going to be possibly it for the rest of the day as far as solid price action. This is what I think that they have in their wheel well here today. To run this in full and then to come up inside, excuse me, and then to attack this somehow, some way. But I'm not gonna call that bluff until they start going back up there again. Finally, got that entry. Rinse and repeat for 4 more days on these 3. Good job. Rinse and repeat. That's all that you need to be doing. Oh baby, I was waiting to see that cheese you made, Colt. Good job. 1K. I'm taking a small one swing cash account every day. 1K minimum. Good job, Fire. Sir. I'm not sure what they want to do. I'm not sure if they want to flash this 735 in this QQQ or if they want to come in and fill this volume balance. There's nothing that's indicating they get ready to come here right now. This is just floating in no man's land. Understand what I just told you? They're about to reactivate this magnet, and they're about to come up here past the zone. Look at that SPY curling up. I would not short this at this point in time. I think this is bullish now. Look at that SPY curl up. Look at that SPX curl up and get ready to target 74.82 pop. This is curling up. I would not short this. Oh my God, I would not short this. I think they're ready to squeeze this to go higher, and I think they're ready to come up here to the zone. Holy shit, what was that candle? What the hell was going on with that? Watch out. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Did you see how that candle just stop? Did you see how that candle just glitched out? Watch out and wait for news. Stop. Wait. Don't do nothing. Stop. Stop right. Stop. What the hell was that? Look at that market glitch out. Look. It's a glitch. Someone stop. Somebody said something. Stop.
It's also really weird flash through two
Yes, they just
separate trend
flashed up.
lines. There's like two trend line flash snaps right there.
I don't know what that was. That was a flash out. It's best I wait 2 minutes. Guys, if a geopolitical war tension hits the wire, there's nothing that we can do. Understand what I just told you. Guys, listen, you need to pay attention to this pre-market trading plan right over here. This is what's going on right now. Everybody needs to be paying attention to this right now. Guys, please pay attention. Guys, we need to pay attention to this right now. This right over here is what's going on. This. No news drivers, so expect geopolitical headlines to have more weight to them. Also notate they can drop them any second. So base hits and reducing market exposure is recommended again. What I mean by reducing market exposure is like, don't be goofing around inside this market for more time than you have to be. If you're up on a day, then walk away. Reduce your market exposure. Come back the next day. That's what that means. Like, if you have $500 or $600 on a trade, take the money and then reevaluate and then reduce your market exposure. Modest TPs, clear draws liquidity with multiple levels of confirmation first. Okay. Alrighty. So there we go. On a gap up or gap down from SPX gap fill 622 at 7,500. Whichever liquidity is closer will be the one we most likely begin to target as the day's first main objective. We gapped up. Stop and just use your brain now. We gapped up from 7,500 to 622. This was sent out yesterday at 12:01 a.m. We gapped up. So we were higher than 7,500 just slightly. Which one is closer? You tell me which one is closer. 7,500 SPX or 7,584? You tell me which one was closer to when we opened. You tell me. I'll tell you which one. It was 7,500. Whichever one is closer will be the one we most likely begin to target as the day's first main objective. And then this right over here was closer. You need to be paying attention to what I'm sending inside this Discord. This can be used to our advantage in helping structure price action for higher probability setups. I think it's best we all use the market structure engineered each session and take high probability sellers and call it a day. Are you paying attention to what we're sending inside here? Or the people who aren't millionaires told you that you don't need, told you that you can become a multimillionaire and like you don't have to pay for nothing. Like you can just, and that you can just scavenge the internet and not step on no landmines. You can do that, but you're going to step on hundreds of landmines that is going to cost you 100 times more initially in the beginning. And that's if you do survive. I'm trying to tell you. So you can do this yourself. That's fine. But God knows where you're going to be getting your information from. So that's completely and utterly up to you. I know what's going on. We know what's going on inside it because we read this. Every day it gets delivered to your inbox. See this? We know what's going on. We sitting there laughing at you. Do you know what's going on? You need to be on hyper alert. You need to wake up. Stop goofing around. This is serious. People are printing tens of thousands of dollars a day over here in mere minutes, and you're sitting here goofing around. You're sitting over there goofing around, listening to other people who are not millionaires on how to become a millionaire. You're sitting there goofing around. I'm being dead serious. This is not a joke. I wish you could see my face. This is not, bro, this is serious over here. You need to be locked in regards to what that pre-market trading plan is saying. And you need to be using that as your structural guidance. This is not a joke, bro. This is serious business. They're just goofing around and going sideways, and they're engineering LRLR right now to the downside. That's all what they're doing. They're gearing this market up to bounce, but without you. When they go, they're going to go. Raz says, I started the day done. Made a couple hundred on the funder last night. Just playing with paper now. Good job, Raz. Proud of you, man. Proud of you on your trading journey, brother. You've been improving drastically as far as your understanding and everything. Man, made my day. That's what that candle was. Iran says no nuclear commitments made in Sunday's Swiss talks. Iran's, that's why that candle moved like that. They were testing it. Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson, Tehran did not negotiate the nuclear issue and did not accept any new commitments in Sunday's talks in Switzerland. Timestamp 11/27. Here. And obviously it takes like 2 or 3 minutes for it to hit the wire for the guy to type in this for it to send it out. That's what that candle was. I knew it. Some of y'all are probably sitting here and some of y'all are probably sitting here thinking that like I'm making this stuff up, that what you're looking at is pre-recorded, that everyone is sitting here trying to scam you out of $59 per month, and that we don't want you to be rich. No, you don't want you to be rich. You don't want you to be rich. There's something within you that's stopping you. You don't want you to be rich because you want to listen to other people that aren't there yet in regards to how to get there, because you want to take the easy way out. That's what you want to do. Notice how every single time something comes about, your brain always tries to make an excuse. Why? Because that's what people with a scarcity mentality do. They always think somebody's out to get them. You don't got nothing to get, boy. And girl, woman, man, him, her, you don't have nothing to get. You need to lock in. You don't need to be taking as many chances as possible. This is serious. This is not a joke. Sitting here goofing around. Look at this candle. Look at that. What is it? Sold my display. What? Look, Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson. See, I told you I wasn't lying to you. Look at the timestamp, 11:27. That was that weird ass candle. Trust me, it's going to take 2 or 3 minutes for it to wire. That's what that was just now. That's why they did that. They were testing the waters. You need to wait for this market to balance out that information that just happened. You don't know what they're getting ready to do. Tough times. Bang. Good job. Cool. Be on alert. But they're about to come up here and they're about to run this LRLR. I'm trying to tell you. This is bullish to me, not bearish. I think they're getting ready to come up here inside the zone, but I got to be certain. That's geopolitical war tension news. They could dump this out of the zone from that news. Look at that Lululemon go to 106. Who knows what these people want to do? This market is hanging on for dear life from this first presented BISI. Look at this market bounce from this first presented BISI. Who knows what these people are trying to accomplish? I think they're trying to come here to the zone. That's what my brain telling me somehow, some way. I'm trying to tell you, boy. What are they trying to do here? Are they trying to dump it here? Because I know what that means. Oh, shoot. Nope, that's a trend line on. Nope, that's trend line on SPX they want to dump. I just seen that, excuse me. Nope, 1, 2, 3. I believe 3, 4 counted the door. I'm not going, as my old mentor would say, I'm not going anywhere right now.
Check the one to the upside too, on Qs and NQ.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, the NQ MQ hasn't tapped
Boy,
into
they
that
about
15 yet.
to, boy, they could go either way out of this.
I think at some point they want to go and tap into that 15.
What
up
would
top.
hurt the most amount of people right now is dump this trend line over here and then flash just to this high. Or, yeah, that. But look at this trend line over. Boy, they about to,
Maybe right
boy,
before the 1150 macro, dump it and use that to shoot it.
they about to go right now, Playboy. They're about to launch it. They about to launch. Even if it isn't a trend line, aren't we forming SMT as well? I don't really think they care about that. Not like how you think that they do. Look at this LR being formed ahead of this trend line. Look at this SPX curl up. SPX and NQ are going in opposite directions. This is dangerous. Let's delete these 15-minute sippies now, shall we? Delete. Abyssies. Delete. Well, they're about to curl this up and launch this off a damn launching pad right now. I'm getting ready to loan this on 3 contracts.
Order submitted.
I'm going to loan this, and I'm getting ready to start to scale into, and I'm gonna start to scale in for this market reversal. I'm in 3 contracts, and I want to see what they're getting ready to do here inside the zone with this thing curling up like this. They want to dump.
Order submitted.
I added another 3 contracts into this trade, and I'm in 6, and I'm trying to target this market reversal up here inside the zone off of this trend line. Look at this trend line snap. If they snap this trend line, they're gonna come to 633. We need to be on alert for this. Watch out. You need to watch out. The size is pretty pretty dangerous. I think they're about to launch this off a damn launcher pad to come up inside the zone. I'm being dead serious. Look at this. Best I go break even. Nope. Look at that. Best I go break even. Look at this market release to go higher. Not even let me put a buy stop in. Market not even let me put a buy stop in. I'm gonna start to scale out of this trade. I'm gonna scale out of that on that, on that, and I'm gonna go break even on the rest. Then break even. I go on this rest and try and target this high. Sell stop.
Order submitted.
They want to squeeze to go higher, not lower. They'll goof around with this trend line, and then they're about to use this trend line to then pop this high right over here inside the zone. It's best I go break even. Stop goofing around with these people. Hold on. How much am I up right now? I'm up $400. I didn't take this money. You crazy as hell. I'm going to take this money.
Order filled. Order
Bullish
canceled.
trade, long, God body, burst through the high, trend line snap. I told you don't short this. They want to curl, go higher, and you're sitting over here goofing around. You're goofing around over here. You're goofing around over here, and we're printing tens of thousands of dollars literally off of just a few $100 invested. And you're sitting over here goofing around trying to figure out whether or not you should be in Chasai or whether or not you should be trying to figure out what we're doing. That was another $5,000 I just printed. And you're sitting over here trying to figure out what the hell that we're doing.
It's too many straight to TP. No more trades.
That shit went straight to the goddamn TP. They were effing around. I keep on rinsing this 15-point volume balance, and you don't even know what that is. They want to go higher, not lower. Look at this SPY curl up and could, more than likely. I'm not letting no computer tell me when to get in and out of the market. I'm gonna press the button and know myself. They want to come higher to the period. They're not gonna let you participate no more. They want to go high. They've made the determination. Understand what I just told you now. We are the insiders. Good job, Alan. Proud of you, brother. Wow. What a trade. Wow, what a trade. They're sitting over here goofing around trying to figure out what we're doing. Listening to other people talking about, hey, bro, if that dude's not going to teach you how to become a millionaire for free, then don't listen to his advice, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everyone can do this, man. Everyone can do this. That's why no one's that's why no one's really successful doing this. Yeah, everyone can do this. That's why 97%, 98% of people fail doing this. Everyone can do this, bro. Everyone can come in doing this, bro. You gotta learn, bro. It's there on the YouTube. Come on. I promise you can do this though with the right guidance though. It's not as hard as you think it is. I wasn't trading you. I was just sitting there glazing my mentor. This is hilarious. You're crazy, bro. That's funny. Oh, shoot. Look at that trade. Only red is the flip day. There's got to be a sign. No more trades. Absolutely. You're done for the day. Everyone done. Soon I will be ruling their minds, as Plankton would say. We're done. No more. We're done, and we didn't even get the chance to trade the volume and balance that we was trading in the first place. Look at that.
That's what we talked about last night, though, bro. If you allow yourself to participate, get better entries, and keep your accounts alive, man, you don't even actually need them, bro. You just need to know where market might be going, bro. And then what you just did was pair. GB called out, that trend line, and we had talked about NQ not tapping into the 15 up top. Like, you don't even actually need the imbalance. You just need to know it's there.
Them. Like, you don't even need them. That class that we did yesterday, that mentorship class, was just this. I don't need them to come up here and to fill this now. I rinsed them multiple times throughout for the volume imbalances, and I even need them to fill it all away. I don't even need that, dude. I don't need that. And I'm done now. No more trades. I'm not goofing around with these people no more, boy. I don't care what they do. On every account green. They getting ready to come up into the zone. It was never within question, boy. They getting ready to come up, man, trust me, man, they're not going to leave this in their wake, man. This is bullish. I told you there was, look at this. Look at this LR, boy. If you didn't think they was going to run this in full, I don't know what to tell you. You need to go on YouTube. You need to type in LR. You need to be locked in, boy. We turning people into people, boy, that's making $5,000, $10,000 a day in mere months, and you sitting over here goofing around with people listening to their advice. That's what you doing. You sitting over there goofing around. I went on an insane speech. Dude, I went on an insane rant yesterday. Free mentorship, by the way. For a student insider, Colt, who was just speaking just now, asked me and said, man, I'm on the precipice, man, the change of my life. Like, bro, like the next few payouts is going to make everything that I had done previously look like small fish. And he's up 16 bands like the last couple months. It's coming. And I went on a rant for 90 minutes preaching about psychology and about how you should be structuring this entire process, about how you can turn yourself in from a zero to hero, go from zero to hero. This is a term. Zero to hero, not saying you're a zero, but zero to hero. Yesterday, how to go from one account, one funded account, to making $40,000 to $50,000 per month. And people want to sit here and debate with me over $59 or about a lifetime membership for $299. Are you crazy? One trade pay for 10 years of membership. And they sitting there goofing around. And people are saying, made my day seeing you swing for 30 to 50 on that 25 plus, though, for real. Absolutely. Sitting there goofing around, bro. How can I join? NQinsider.com. You can't join Discord without that knowledge center. It's 2 separate pages. I trade every single day like this for a living. The reason why everything is inexpensive and I don't charge for the mentorships and everything inside here is free is because I actually make money doing what you're seeing right now. Oh, shoot. Excuse me, the P&L didn't update in real time. What the hell was that? Hold on, stop that. Excuse that. Because when I exit out last time, excuse me, the P&L didn't update. Hold on real quick. There we go right there. That's the real P&L, excuse me. I switched out the Apex account. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I couldn't see the P&L moving in real time. Here we go. So, excuse me. Discord could see it. I just caught that just now. Discord could see it. I just caught it just now. Discord could see it. You guys could not. I apologize. Here we go right here. These are my Apex funded accounts. 20 of them. Sorry. Be on alert. Transparency. Of course you can join Discord. What are you talking about? You can join Discord right now and say hi to us. It's a free 3-day trial too. That knowledge center is there, but you can't join Discord without going through that knowledge center though. If you're confused about it, then just shoot me a DM and say, hey, and I'll send you a connection video, but it's fairly straightforward. You can literally come over here and say hi. Anyway, timestamp 11:48 before the 11:50 macro. You need to ask yourself something very, very, very important. Have you ever not had a mentor in anything ever in your life? So why are you listening to people that are telling you you don't need a mentor? You need a mentor in regards to how to use a fork and how to use a knife. Someone had to teach you. Someone had to teach you how to drive. Someone had to teach you how to talk, how to walk. Every single thing worth meaning in this life, you need a mentor for. Why the hell are you listening to people who aren't millionaires telling you that you don't need no mentor? Telling you that you don't need no guidance in regards to how to navigate this. Look at them dump this market. You need to take that money, boy. You're sitting there goofing around. That right there is another lesson. Look at that dump, man. This is ridiculous. Look at that God body candle. This is flat. That right there is exactly why I'm not in this market. And that right there is exactly why I'm paying attention to that pre-market trading plan. And it says, when I got money, I get out. When I got the money here, I get out here. And man, they don't got to come there. And look what they did, bro. Look at that. You don't know what that candle was. We're living in a geopolitical war tension environment, and one word can cause the market to dump 500 ticks instantaneously.
Yo, E, look what they just left at the bottom of that on Q's.
Let me look.
To the tick.
That's how you know it's been a good day. SPX just left 2 gaps on that. SPX
double
just
bottom
left
there.
2 gaps.
E, double bottom.
Oh, wow. A low of 735.37, 735. Oh, yeah, nah, that's bearish. Not bullish. The most dangerous thing you can do right now, is short this. What I would not do right now, let me put this. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's dangerous to short this. What I would not do right now, though, is long this. Understand what I just told you, please. They're in confliction because there's a perfect double bottom here, but it's over at the bottom of a liquidation dump. And I think they're still trying to bounce this market. I think they're just goofing around in this range, just monkeying around. It's called meandering. They're meandering around with no real aim. They want to test whether or not that you have the discipline to walk away from that screen from being up, or whether that you're going to try and hold on to a trade to try and get 2,000 ticks to the upside. I got a question for you. This is a serious question. This is one of the things that helped me turn the corner on my profitability journey. This is a serious question. I'm being dead serious. Who in here raised their hand is perfect? Raise your hand right now. Raise your hand right now if you're a perfect human being and if you get everything correct. I'll wait. No, of course I'm not. Why would you ask that question? You might say, right? So what the hell makes you think that you can perfectly time the top and the bottom every single time with this market? Stop trying to catch every single reversal to the exact amount and try and TP out at the exact same top. You need to be trying to figure out. Where they're going. Take a small little piece of the pie and take your money and run, just like Alan said. Stop trying to do that. Anybody that tells me, hey man, I caught that perfect bottom and I timed it up there at the top every single time, I'm making a killing off this. I look at them and I laugh and I go, yeah, you're scamming or yeah, you're lying. How many times? Or I go, how many times have you been burned doing that? How many times? Stop doing that.
I think they only bounced this because they made a 144-point gap on SPX that they had to fill. So I think they might come down to get that double bottom.
Yes. That's exactly what that is. I think they're going to snap this trend line and go lower. I think they're going to smash us through this floor and come down into the zone. I do not think this is bullish right now. I think they're going to take out that double bottom on that damn QQQ. That's what my brain telling me. I don't think this is a joke. One small drop, fill up the bucket. Absolutely. One small drop, fill up the bucket. Today was a good day. Be on alert. They sitting there goofing around. Timestamp. Hold on. That's what I was going to do. I was going to text that dude. You sitting over here goofing around. Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, about to eat this to this floor with this double bottom. If you see anything that remotely resembles anything that anybody would do inside the book, stop. Stop it. Just stop it. Just don't do that. Understand what I just told you. I think that they're getting ready to come here and flash this double bottom and yeet this to this floor. That's what my brain telling me right now. Why? Why? Because barring some insane Trump event or something insane like Iran coming out and saying something, I know for a fact that the book tells people to buy this because this is a double bottom over here. And I know for a fact what this computer likes to target. I know that. I know what this computer likes to target 99% of the time. Just because they don't do it once does not mean that they're not going to do it the other 99 times. I know what this computer likes. I'm just trying to explain to you what this computer likes. Whether or not you want to listen to me is your prerogative. But I'm going to keep on making money doing this. And it's up to you to join us. So you see that? You see this? You see how they keep on trying to target this over here? And people keep trying to buy this bottom over here? You see this? They keep on teasing this here. There's a reason why they're doing this. They're doing this on purpose, just so you're aware now. Is that a triple bottom? No, it's close. This is how you know that the line in the sand is. This is how you know that this charade. Hold on. Oh shoot, it's that. Oh shoot, it's the 1150 macro. You don't need to be shorting this. This 1150 macro is supposed to be bullish. This is how you know. The 1150 macro is bullish 85% of the time. Don't goof around with this. But this is how you know specifically that the charade to the downside is getting ready to end. Because every time they get close to this objective, they start bouncing it. It's bouncing off an order block. Yep. They're getting close to their objective. It's 1150 macro. You don't short this. The most dangerous thing you can do right now is short this. It's 1150 macro. Don't do that. If you press the short button right now, you literally have a 5 to 8% chance of succeeding. You don't short the 1150 macro. That is a rule that we have. We have proven that. All you have to do is go back in time. Go back in time for the last 3 days, anywhere from 1146 to 1147, and just forward test 15 minutes after that, and then you will see that it is a green 80 to 85% of the time. Just do it. Just do it. Don't believe me. Call me a liar, and then call me a liar, and then go do it. Just do it. The last 3 days with the price action. Go do it. Just do it. I'm not talking about on no holiday, as in on Friday. Well, you might be able to do Friday too, but go do it. Just go do it. And then you'll see what I mean. Understand what I told you now. Watch out for this. It's the 1150 macro and it's supposed to go higher, but they're pairing it with the perfect double bottom here. That's why this market's going sideways. It's being conflicted. It's trying to bounce right now out of 1150, but it sees as an unrepaired double and relatively equal triple bottom here. Understand that. Nothing that you are looking at has anything to do with anything other than QQQ. They're trying to decide if they want to bounce this to come up here because it's 1150 or whether they want to yeet this to this floor. The decision has not been made. If they yeet this to the floor, I'm going to assume they're getting ready to bounce this right after. Don't goof around with them. They're testing the floor right now. They want to test you. Don't goof around with these people. I'm trying to tell you now. You've been warned now. Don't test them now. You've been warned. You're sitting there goofing around with these people now. Watch out. Man, they're about to test this floor and eat this to this floor, boy. I would not, What I would not do is long this, but the most dangerous thing you can do is short this. They got unrepaired business. We just showed you 100% win rate strategy yesterday. 100 percentile. So you're going against that programmer right now. If you short this, don't goof around with them. It's best for them to flash this to this floor and then fill this. Don't fill this. And then yeet this to this floor like how I'm expecting, and then curl it up and then bounce it, then you participate on the upside. That's safe. That's more safe. Don't enter into a short position to get 1/10 of a percent to the downside and you risking all this to the upside. That's terrible risk to reward. Don't do that. You don't short at the bottom. You short on a bounce, not thinking. You short on a bounce after you understand where they're going. That's when you short. You don't ever short into the hole. Who told you that? Abandon that philosophy. One base hit. I'm done. Just made $200 off that 1150 macro. Good job, Jesse. Proud of you, sir. From Discord. Good job. I know you're probably thinking, oh, bro, nobody said that. I was reading the message from Discord. Students at Discord made $225 with that 1150 macro. Good job. Be on alert. Good job, Jess. Watch out. I think that they're getting ready to yeet this to this floor and dump. Then go high. They're testing this floor right now. They want to flash this and attack 735 QQQ. They attack this, they're going to come here, and they're not going to stop here. They're going to come into like 734-ish. You see that? You see how they just took out that double bottom just now? Did you just see that? Watch the alert go off. Watch the ping go off. You see that? You see how they just attacked that perfect double bottom just now? Did you see that just now? Did you see that? The most dangerous thing you can do to me right now is short this. What I would not do right now is short this. They just took out that double bottom. Be on alert. They're doing exactly what I said. I told you this bounce over here was fake. It's 1150 macro now, and it's 12 o'clock. Hourly candle open over here at the bottom. You don't short this, and you don't long this. Understand what I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to delete this because people might think that there's something, and there's nothing here now. They're just going sideways. There's no draws and liquidity left. Other than maybe a 735 psychological whole number flash and raid and then a bounce. There's nothing else but below there, but they don't have to go there. They needed to take out that double bottom just now that you saw. Watch out for a God body bounce potentially. They're attacking 735. The most dangerous thing you can do is short this. What I would not do is short this. You don't short the LOD. Be on alert. It didn't hit it. It hit it now. Blaster says, oh, shoot, my fault. Okay, so Blaster says they just took out the double bottom just now on that candle. There we go. Sweet. Shorts paid. Good job. They want to dump. We in negative HVL or what? Let's look. They want to go lower. Market didn't like that news, that headline. No news drivers expect headlines as drivers, then time distortion. Market Q's HVO is at 732.50. 0 to T is 732. Close. SPY HVO is at 747. 0 to T is at 747 and 747.50. Yes. SPX is at 74.95. 0 to T is at 75.15. Yes. Yes, yes, no, no. 75% of the way we're probably well, obviously I know it was 66. But SPY is SPY is a heavier weight to it than QQQ. So 75% of the way we're in negative HVO. That's why the candles are larger. So I would say so. Let's start calling it a day for the for the E. What's this? $600 times 20 funded accounts. We're sitting over here printing tens of thousands of dollars, and you're sitting over here goofing around. You thought it was just me. Dude, you need to be locked in, and you need to be trying to figure out what these people over here are doing. That's what you need to be trying to do. I told you, we gave you the blueprint yesterday, and you thought I was lying when I gave that little sob story in regards to how to start making $20,000 to $30,000 or $50,000 a month. You thought I was lying to you. You just see the proof just now. Wait, no, you can't see that. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. You thought I was lying to you. You always think somebody's out to get you. You thought we was goofing around with that little sob story, huh? What? You thought I was the only one that was following instructions? You think I'm the only one following my guidance in regards to how to make $30,000, $40,000 a month in just a few minutes' time? That's what you thought? Oh, let me guess. You don't want a mentor, huh? You don't want to trade us out of a group, huh? You don't want to do that. You too good for that. You too good for that. You too good for that. You too rich for that too, huh? Even though that if you look up S&B Capital, there's literally traders that make $15, $20 million a year, and they trade in a proprietary form with a group. You too good for that, huh? That's what I think. I think you too good for that. You're right. My fault, Playboy. Playboy. My fault. You're right. You're right. You too good for us. Excuse us. My fault. Keep stacking, my dog. Big few weeks on the way. Yeah. They too good for us, bro. Way too good. Maxed out 25 people. What the hell? It's giving an error message. Too many people inside of Discord. I gotta change it. What? Hold on. Oh, that's false. Hold on. That's strange. What's going on with the Discord channel?
Are you ready for this Sunday night? Massive John Cena.
Oh, okay. Let me figure this out. Use a max limit. You always getting full, yeah. What's going on with that? Something strange is going about. Johns, you gotta turn your camera off. We can see what's going on with this. What's wrong with this? Mm. Dev, is it fixed? This channel is full. How? Is it fixed, Dev? The hell is going on? That happened to me. Just close and reopen Discord. Yeah, double check that. Might have been a Discord glitch. There's no way in hell that Discord should be full. That doesn't make any sense. We don't got that many people inside this. I'm just watching my screen right now. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. That's fine. Double check that. May have just been a little glitch. I don't see what the issue would be. There will be an issue if we get more than 100, like 50 or 75 or 100 people in here, but no, that's not the case. Then I have to switch to the broadcast. I don't see so. They want to curl us up to go higher. Max of 25 people. Oh, wow. I see that. Why is that like that? Hold on, let me try and change the settings on it. That's why. That's why. Joms is streaming. He was showing his screen. That's why. When he showed his screen, it blocked everybody out. That's why. There's a limit to multiple people streaming. If you share your screen inside this Discord, it cuts the amount of users in half. I just did the research just now. So like I had to remove him and I had to disconnect his video card. Like I could literally see his screen. I could literally see him literally, like I could look at him right now. That's what that was. J-Walk, send out that screenshot again. Send out that screenshot. J-Walk, send that screenshot out again. I mean, food. Thanks. Send that screenshot again, J-Walk. That same goals trading floor screenshot. I think it's fine now. It should say 50 now. Watch it say 50. Only one person can be streaming for it to be 50 people in here watching. If it's anything more, then I have to go to the audience. Then I can have 150 to 300 people inside it. It should say 50. Yeah. Should be good now. Yeah. Watch out. This is bullish. I think they're meandering around and goofing around. And I think they want to take this Lululemon to like past 100. That does not look bullish to me with Lululemon. What's going on with that Lululemon, damn it? I think they still might want to dump a little more. Jesse says from Discord. Watch out. Guys, the timestamp is 12:16, and I think that we made like a decent amount of money. I'm being for real. Like, I think it's best we just not be greedy. Guys, I'm being dead serious. Guys, cause like, what are we doing? Like, guys, like, all just aside, like, what are we doing? Seriously. Like, I'm personally up like $20,000 today across all my accounts. Like, what are we doing? It's the time to call it a day. Yeah, like, what are we doing? Like, literally, I'm up over $20,000 across all my accounts. And like every single trade that we've taken is going straight to the TP, and we've called out where they're getting ready to go from top to bottom. I seriously think that if we take any more trades the rest of this day, we're liable to get hurt in this environment. I agree with Chilo. Guys, NQinsider.com is exactly how you join our community. If you want to understand it is seriously traded, if you're serious about, guys, scroll at that weird stuff that you've been brainwashed before into believing. Hold on, let me turn on my camera. Guys, listen. Guys, scroll at that weird stuff that you've been brainwashed into believing. I'm being dead serious. Anything worth having, you need a mentor. I'm being dead serious. Bro, you do. You're going to pay either way. Either you pay someone, guys, either you pay a cartographer, you need to look that up. Either you pay a cartographer, which is a person that makes maps, and he tells you and says, there's a landmine there, I stepped on that, don't do that. And you listen, or you don't pay a cartographer, and then you keep the money in your pocket, and then you blow your leg off, and then you have to pay the hospital bill. And you know which one is more expensive, hiring a guide or hiring a hospital bill, or paying for a hospital bill. And even when you pay for the hospital bill, that still does not qualify you to navigate the landmine correctly. You just now understand that you probably shouldn't be stepping on that one landmine. And you might likely step on that landmine again, for real, to be honest with you, and blow your other leg off a few times before you go, man, you know what, man, maybe that's not a good idea. I am screaming at the top of my lungs and waving at you and going, hey, don't go down that route. There's lions down there. I went down there and there's skeletons of human skeletons down there. Don't go down there. And you're looking me dead in my eyes and going, bro, hold on, wait, hold on. Who the hell is that clown? I'm gonna go this way. Because somebody who hasn't been down that route told me that I can go down that route and there's no lions down there. And I'm coming back and I'm saying, bro, don't go down there, bro. There's lions down there. Don't do that. And you're going, bro, someone who hasn't been down that route told me that I can go down there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because that sounds the easiest. Why would I want to give you a few cents? You already been down that route. You already been down that road. Why would I want to reward you for being down that road? Stop and just think about that. That's what they've convinced the masses to believe. You've already been down that road. Why would I want to reward you for going down that road? To stop me from going down that road. So I'm going to go down that road myself. Boy, the stories write themselves. In any event, this is absolutely insane. But I don't care. You want to know why? Because I day trade for a living. I make tens of thousands of dollars a day doing this off of just a few $100 invest. I don't give a shit what you do. I don't care. So you can sit and you can watch for free. We live stream every day at 10 o'clock. I don't care if you take that knowledge page seriously or not. I don't care, bro. Ma'am, I don't care what you do. You're not going to disrupt me from copy trading this, though. That's what you're not going to do. You want to know why I don't care? Because I don't charge $2,500 a month for this. I should. But then I will be an instructor. I won't be able to day trade. And then if that's the case, I wouldn't be able to tell you to go read that knowledge center so that you can understand, so we can talk the same language. I would then have to run a Discord and only be a teacher. I couldn't lead by example. You can't do both. I can't sit here and entertain you and make funny jokes and play the soundboard and do all of this. Teach every single person that comes up with $2,500 to join the Discord community and make money at the same time and live trade and be transparent. That's impossible. Nobody can do that. Can't do that. So you can't have it both ways. So either you join here at that inexpensive price and then you learn, and then you can take advantage of the free mentorships, because it is free on the weekends. I don't charge for mentorships or guidance. It's free on the weekends. And then you and then you learn what you learn on the weekend, and then in your spare time, and you put it to action during live market trading like this, and then you do the same exact thing, and we can bounce these off each other in an educated manner. Or shoot me a message, and then I'll consider. Believe it or not, I'm actually still going to decline, but I still want you to shoot me a message and consider. Consider sending me $2,500, and then I'll answer your question. I'll consider answering your question during live streaming. But even then, though, I still answer questions during live streaming, as you can tell, for free. But if you ask me, go, hey, bro, what's a green candlestick or what's a BISI? What do you mean by that? That question is not going to be answered. But I still answer questions during live streaming because I know that if we speak the same language, it's going to keep me sharp. That's why I created this community. You need to be on hyper alert, and you need to be trying to figure out what we're doing from inside here, okay? That knowledge center is there. It's nqinsider.com. You cannot join Discord without that knowledge center. There's zero excuse. I don't give a damn what you say. This should come with a free 3-day trial. There's zero excuse. We live every single day here. This is not nothing like you've ever seen before. So you can still think that everybody's out trying to scam you or trying to get you. Perfect. That's what they want you to think, so that you miss out on all of the opportunities available to you. And you write everything off as a scam, and you miss out on all of the opportunities, and then the rich people keep everything to themselves. That's how they keep poor people enslaved. And I'm poor. I'm being for real. I am. Why? Because I don't got 10 million liquids sitting inside of an account that I don't give a damn about. Soon, though. Soon I will. Then I log off the screen. Until then, we can share the same thing. and then you can get rich too. But that's up to you to decide. Oh, and guess what? I'm not going to speak to you. Well, we can be the best of friends from TikTok, but I'm not going to mentor you if you don't got $49 for 3 months. If you don't got $15 a month to devote to a knowledge center, then bro, you need to watch for free. You don't need to be trading for real. I'm being dead serious. You understand that concept whenever it comes to college, right? If you don't have the funds to go to college, you can't. Then you don't deserve to get a higher level degree. Either that, or you need to be so smart with your grades to the point to where they give you money to then go to school for free. Well, it still costs money though. You understand that concept. You understand the concept that you got to pay money in order to have a mentor to teach you to get a higher education, to get a higher paying job. But you don't understand the concept because other poor people told you, bro, you don't need a mentor to become a multimillionaire. But you understand the concept of I need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a job that pays me $75,000 to $100,000 a year. But to do something that pays you $50,000 to $60,000 a month in just a few minutes worth of your time, you don't need that. That's ass backwards. Who told you that? You need to block those people and get rid of them. They're poisoning and corrupting your brain. I'm being dead serious. The most important lesson out of this is this, guys. I know life is hard. I know it's not easy. I used to be homeless. Trust me. I promise you. This is serious. This is not a joke. That's why I get so passionate about this. Because I have students inside here that literally were homeless. I promise you I can show you the receipts. They know I'm not lying. They joined this community using DoorDash money. I'm being dead serious. I showed it. He said it himself. They figured out a way. I know it's not easy. I know, and I know that some of you probably want to join us here, but you don't got $49. And that's perfectly fine. That's why I said we can be best of friends. But if you do, then there's zero excuse, man. You need to stop goofing around. Nobody's coming to come save you. I'm going to be the one that's going to tell you the truth. You want to know why? Because if you was paying me $2,500 a month, I would lie to you. I wouldn't want you to be successful in the most efficient way possible. You want to know why? Because your success hinders my income. Because if 10 of you turn profitable, you're going to stop paying me $2,500 a month. That's $25,000 a month for every 10 of y'all that leave. Why would I want that to go away? But with this, I don't care what you do. I actually want you to become profitable. You want to know why? Because then you're going to pay that lifetime fee and you're going to be hanging around us all day and you're going to keep me sharp mentally. Because you're going to be pointing at the same things that I'm looking at and we're going to be rinsing them. I need you to wake up. I need you to wake up. That's what I need. And I need you to lock in. What's capital? One account, fuel 5. One account fuels addition of 5 or 6 more accounts on the next payout. Then I do eval instant pass. And then I get that account to a payout, essentially speaking. And then, that 8, that anywhere from 6 to 8, almost $10,000 plus payout pays for the addition of God knows another 10 to 15 more accounts. And it's just an infinite money glitch from there. Each payout fuels the addition of more accounts, nonstop over and over again. So the capital is irrelevant. It's an infinite money glitch. There's nothing to stop this. But if you're asking how many accounts I'm trading, I traded 20 funded accounts the first time, and I made $200 something off that. 27 funded accounts of $250 times 250 times 27, 28. Then I logged into my other account when I switched my IP address, and I made $450 off 20. So whatever that is, that's 48 funded accounts that I made the money off of today. That I'm active funded accounts. This is an infinite money glitch that we have here, that I have here. I'm just trying to show you the way, and people are sitting over here goofing around. This is not a joke. People are making literally $60,000 to $80,000 a month doing this, and we goofing around. I'm being dead serious. And you can get this instantaneously with Eval Instant Pass. The only thing that you have to spend that's going to take the longest amount of time is step 1. Step 1 is the knowledge portion and understanding how to manage your risk. Once you do that, there's nothing that you cannot do. You just need to have the discipline. And a lot of times, you already have it within you. You just need a mentor to help cultivate that. Someone to give you guidance. Someone to give you permission to be who you were always destined to be. You were destined for greatness, every single last one of you. You are destined for greatness, and I believe in you. And that ends this little riddle here. I believe in you, and I love you. And I know you might not believe me, but I do. And I don't know you. But a lot of times we don't hear this, and we become underappreciated in life a lot of times, man. I see you grinding for your family. I know you want better. But every single thing that you do needs to be almost everything needs to be directed towards self-improvement. We need to stop trying to cut corners, man. Same to you, bro. Love you. I love you too, brother. So we'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord. NQinsider.com if you want to join. Guys, please stay away from the scammers. I will never ask you for no money. I will never do that. The most I'll do is just send you a connection video. You can't join Discord without that knowledge center. There's 2 separate pages. I believe in you. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys. Happy y'all made bank today. I was just listening and working. Dev says, good job. Another green day. See you guys tomorrow. Don't be greedy, folks. Native says, good job, Native. Way to lock in, girl. Proud of you. Yes, sir. I believe. I believe you. Man, Jesse, I'm telling you, Jesse, I believe. Holy smoke. All right, I'm really done now. Hello, just half past on the TBT 50K. Going to go enjoy the pool with the fam and spending time with the kids before training tonight, which is his other business. Couple 50K TBTs about half past. A few 25Ks a third pass. 300 TBT daily payouts, $300 a day. Keep the doctor away. Apex all green. I'm out. I love y'all, man. Stack days. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't need a big group. Don't need a big day. Just need another good day. Wow. I might take that from him. Don't need another big day. Just need another good day. Wow. And a good day can come from you losing and going, man, you know what? I'm down $300 or $400 today. Man, I really could push this to the metal, but I'll get this back tomorrow. That's a good day too. I like that. Don't need another big day. Just need another good day. Another great today was great. I think they still might want to dump a little. Okay, that's all. We already read that. Okay. Wow. See y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. All right, Alan. I believe in you. There's some dork pretending they're me, taking my people money in my circle. They're trying to get me too. Really? That's crazy. I believe in you. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.